Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real English Podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. It's great to have you with us today.
Hey Paul, how's work been this week?
Pretty busy actually, but I had a great chat with my colleague about a new project. That kind of teamwork keeps me motivated.
I know that feeling. I had some long meetings this week, but I also helped one of my students feel more confident in English, so it was worth it.
That's awesome. Speaking of work, today's topic is something many English learners really want to master: how to talk about your job naturally in English.
Yes. Let me ask our listeners something. Can you explain what you do at work in English easily?
That's a good question. Many learners know job titles like I'm a teacher or I'm an engineer, but when it comes to describing daily tasks, they often get stuck.
Exactly. They might wonder, how do I say what I do every day? Or how can I sound natural when I talk about my job?
Well, that's what we're here for today. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to describe your job clearly and confidently, just like a native speaker.
Here's what we'll learn together.
First, how to describe your job and responsibilities.
Second, how to ask and answer common job-related questions.
And third, how to use simple but useful expressions to sound confident and natural when talking about work.
And the great thing is, these phrases aren't just for interviews. You can use them anywhere.
That's right, at work, in meetings, during small talk, or even when meeting new people.
Exactly. Being able to talk about your job helps you connect with others and express yourself clearly.
So if you've ever wanted to explain what you do without overthinking, this episode is perfect for you.
Don't forget to subscribe. We help you speak real English for real life every week.
All right then, let's get started and learn how to talk about your job role naturally in English.
All right, let's start talking about today's topic, how to describe your job in English.
Yes, talking about work is one of the most common topics in everyday English conversations. Whether it's at a party, in a meeting, or during small talk, people often ask, "So, what do you do?"
Exactly. And that simple question can feel stressful if you don't know how to answer it naturally. But after today's episode, you'll be ready for it.
Let's begin with some easy ways to start a conversation about work. For example, you might hear someone say, "So, what do you do?" Or "Where do you work?"
Or even, how's your job going these days? These are friendly, everyday openers.
Let's try a quick example. I'll ask you, Emily, "So, what do you do?"
I work as an English teacher. I teach adult learners who want to speak more confidently in English.
That sounds interesting. Do you teach online or in person?
Mostly online these days, but sometimes I visit schools for workshops. What about you, Paul? Where do you work?
I work for a media company. I create learning materials and record podcasts like this one.
Perfect example. Did you notice how natural that exchange felt? We used short, friendly sentences and showed interest in each other's jobs.
Right. You don't need to give long answers, just clear and confident ones. For example, "I work as a nurse," or "I'm an engineer at a tech company." Simple and smooth.
You can also say, I work in marketing or I work in education. This pattern, I work in field, is super helpful when your job title isn't easy to explain.
Let's give a few examples for practice. I work as a designer. I'm a chef at a restaurant. I work in customer service.
Nice. Now, let's talk about describing what you actually do, your daily tasks and responsibilities.
Yes, because after you say your job title, people often ask, "What do you do exactly?" or "What's your day like?"
Here are some great phrases you can use. I'm responsible for, I usually handle, my job involves, or I spend most of my time.
Let's do a quick example. Emily, how would you describe your daily work?
Hmm. I usually start my day with a cup of coffee and check my lesson schedule. Then I teach classes, reply to messages from students, and prepare materials for the next day.
That's a perfect example. Clear, structured, and natural. You told us what you do, how you help others, and what your day looks like.
Now it's your turn, Paul. Tell us about your daily work.
All right. I'm responsible for recording podcast episodes and writing English dialogues. I usually handle editing and sound checks. My job involves creativity and teamwork. I spend most of my time preparing new content for learners.
Great. That sounded really natural. You see, learners can use the same patterns no matter what their job is.
Exactly. You just need to plug in your own details. For example, I'm responsible for training new stuff, or my job involves answering customer questions.
Now, let's move to another part, describing your work environment. Where do you work? What's it like?
Some people work in an office, some work from home, and others work outdoors or in a factory. So it's helpful to know how to describe that.
For example, I work from home, or I work in a team, or I travel for work sometimes.
Let's do a role play. I'll start. I work in a small office with about 10 people. We have a friendly environment and we often collaborate on creative projects.
That sounds nice. My environment is a bit different. I work mostly from home, but I meet my students online every day. It's flexible and comfortable, though sometimes I miss seeing people in person.
That's a very relatable point. Remote work can be both convenient and a little isolating.
Exactly. Now let's talk about how to express opinions about your job. You can be honest, but it's good to sound balanced and polite.
Yes, instead of saying, I hate my job, you can say something like, it can be stressful sometimes, or it's challenging, but I'm learning a lot.
Here are some useful phrases. I really enjoy my job. It can be busy sometimes. I like working with people. I'm learning new things every day.
Let's practice. Emily, how do you feel about your job?
I really enjoy it. I love helping people communicate better in English. Of course, it can be stressful when I have many classes, but overall, it's very rewarding.
That's great. For me, I love the creative part of my job, but editing can be a bit tiring sometimes. Still, I like that every day feels different.
Perfect example of sounding natural and honest. You can express both the good and the challenging parts without being negative.
Now let's practice asking about someone else's job. If you want to keep a conversation going, ask open questions like, what do you do at work? Or do you like your job?
Or, what's a typical day like for you? These questions show curiosity and help you learn more about the other person.
Let's try a short example. Emily, what's a typical day like for you?
I usually start with a cup of coffee and check my lesson schedule. Then I teach classes, reply to messages from students, and prepare materials for the next day.
Sounds like a busy day. Do you enjoy that routine?
Most of the time, yes. It's nice to have structure, and I enjoy the interaction with learners.
Great. You see how natural that sounds? Short questions, short answers, and friendly reactions.
Now let's talk about future goals. This is another great way to extend a conversation. You can use phrases like I'd like to, or I hope to, or I'm planning to.
For example, I'd like to get a promotion, or I'm planning to learn new skills this year.
Let's share our goals. Paul, what's one of your work goals?
I'd like to start a video version of this podcast one day. I think it would help learners see our expressions and gestures.
That's a fantastic idea. For me, I'm planning to write a short English course for beginners. I hope to make learning even more fun and interactive.
I love that. And see how we both used I'd like to and I'm planning to. Very natural ways to talk about your future at work.
Exactly. Now, let's put everything together in one complete example conversation so our listeners can hear it all in context.
Sounds good. Let's start with the beginner version first.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, what do you do?
I'm a teacher. I work at a language school.
Oh, nice. Do you like your job?
Yes, I do. I teach English and help students improve their speaking skills.
That's great. It sounds fun.
Thanks. What about you?
I'm a designer. I work for a company in the city.
Cool. It must be interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty creative. Nice talking to you.
You too.
See? Simple, short, and easy for beginners.
Now, let's do the more natural version that sounds fluent and conversational.
Hi there. What do you do for work?
I'm an English teacher. I mostly teach online these days, but I sometimes run workshops in person.
That sounds great. What do you enjoy most about teaching?
I love helping people feel confident when they speak English. It's rewarding to see their progress.
I can imagine. I work as a designer for a media company. We create educational content, so it's pretty creative.
Nice. Do you work from home or in an office?
Mostly from home, but I go to the office a few times a week. How about you?
Same here. Mostly remote, but I like having that flexibility.
Great. Well, it was nice talking with you about work.
You too. Take care.
That's a complete, natural conversation you can try in your next English practice.
Exactly. And now, let's quickly review what we learned today.
We covered how to describe your job title, your daily tasks, your work environment, and your opinions about your job.
Plus, how to ask questions about other people's work and talk about your future goals.
To practice, try saying these sentences aloud. I work as a, I'm responsible for, I really enjoy my job.
And remember, the more you practice these patterns, the more natural you'll sound.
All right, let's finish with some quick pronunciation practice. Repeat after me. I work as a teacher.
I work as a teacher.
Good. I'm responsible for managing projects.
I'm responsible for managing projects.
Excellent. I really enjoy my job.
I really enjoy my job.
Perfect. Keep practicing these sentences with clear pronunciation and natural rhythm.
Yes, speaking confidently about your job helps you sound professional and friendly at the same time.
And remember, you don't need complicated words, just simple, clear English with confidence.
Exactly. That's the key to real English communication.
Well, that wraps up the main part of our episode.
And now we'll share a quick closing challenge and say goodbye, so stay with us. That was such a great conversation, Paul. You make talking about work sound so easy and fun.
Thanks, Emily. But I have to say, your job sounds pretty cool too. I think I'd enjoyed being an English teacher for a day.
Oh, really? Be careful what you wish for. You'd have to grade a lot of homework.
Maybe I'll stick to podcasting then. But hey, you'd be great at what I do too. You already have the perfect radio voice.
Aw, thank you. Maybe we should just swap jobs for a week and see what happens.
Deal. Though I think we'd both miss our microphones pretty quickly.
For sure. Speaking of work, we hope today's episode helped you feel more confident talking about your own job in English.
Yes, thanks for spending time with us and practicing English today. You're improving with every episode.
Here's your practice challenge. Try explaining your job in English today, even if it's just 2 or 3 sentences.
You can start simple. Say your job title, what you do, and one thing you like about it. For example, I'm a teacher. I help students learn English. I enjoy seeing their progress.
Exactly. Just a little daily practice makes a big difference in your fluency and confidence.
And don't forget, we'd love to hear from you.
Yes, subscribe, share, and tell us in the comments what your job is and what you do.
That's right. Your stories inspire us and help other learners too.
All right, it's time to wrap up.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Emily.
See you next time on the Real English Podcast.